Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I'm coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're continuing our career and our journey today, and yeah, I forgot again yesterday. I even forgot that it was Monday. I thought it was still Sunday for some reason. But that being neither here nor there. I'm trying to change when I record, because it'll help me be a little bit more consistent. I usually like to record at night because the house is quieter, there's less chance of interruption and noise. But oftentimes I get involved in what I'm doing and it goes past the time that I want to record, and then I'm either recording super late, which can be inconvenient for my wife, and that's really, that's just poor all around, and not just because, it's my wife. It's just not something you should do at 11 o'clock at night unless you have your own private recording area, which I don't. Or I just forget completely, like the past couple weeks where I've forgotten because it's gotten so late. So I kind of think I need to buck up and deal with a little bit of noise, and try and record when I'm going to remember. Well, I also like to record at night because it's cooler. It's pretty hot right now. We have what's known as hello. We have what's known as Kona Winds here, which is when the winds blow from the direction of the Big Island. Boy, it's super sensitive on steering today. From the area known as Kona. And it blows in a VOG, that's V-O-G, VOG, not fog. And it's overall just makes it really hot and miserable. There's not a lot of wind, it's muggy, and it's not a lot of fun. So, yeah. I'm like super sensitive on the steering because I haven't played in a while. So, not a hell of a lot to talk about. I've been playing Diablo a heck of a lot. I've got my Crusader at a point where I believe she can do Torment 6 by herself. Although, I can die pretty quickly. I don't have a lot of resistance / toughness, but I'm not playing on hardcore. I'm not talented nor skilled enough, even with a lot of practice, to go on hardcore. And I don't have, and usually hardcore is better played with friends, and I get my nephew and I play, but usually when you're gonna go like that, it's usually better to have a bunch of people, like a full party of 4 versus just playing by yourself or a couple of people. That's not to say you can't. I mean, Crip, who I love watching both his Hearthstone and his Diablo gameplay, Criparian on Twitch. The only Twitch broadcaster that I actually subscribe to currently, and maybe the only one I ever will. But that's that. And he goes on his own. Sometimes it's just him and his girlfriend, but I don't know. For me, I just feel like it's better, because if you screw up, then your friends can help rebuild you. And that's something that happened on Crip's stream not too long ago. His girlfriend's character died, and they rebuilt her in no time. They got her to level 70, worked her through massive Paragon levels quickly, and she had backup gear, and was doing really well. I do have a seasonal character in Diablo. Not something I'm playing like really hard on. I'm not too big on trying to get like ranks and on leaderboards and all that. It's just fun to play the game from a fresh start, you know. And seasonal is where everything I talked about missing, and I'm just to be honest with you, I did not know this. Seasonal is where everything I talked to kind of missing is, and I didn't know that, you know. Helps to put it in gear. So everything I talked about that was missing from the regular Diablo is in seasonal, where you can find gear that have various stats that have dropped, and it's really cool. Oops, I went the wrong way, but apparently it doesn't matter. Apparently I can go this way. Ooh, buddy. Why is my frame rate so crappy right now? It shouldn't be. It was fine until I hit the toll booth. And then once I hit the toll booth, my frame rate just decided to crap out. It's really annoying that it does that. And it's fraps. It has to be fraps. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I had the same kind of problem on League of Legends. Is I took this way too wide. That's alright. Is the frame rate would sometimes just drop and stay down, and by turning off fraps and turning it on again, the frame rate would return to normal. And that's what happens here. When I turn the frame rate off and turn it back on again, it's fine for a little bit, but unlike League where it stays fine, it just craps out again. And it just does that for a while, and I don't understand why. It's really annoying. Yeah. Let's get outside the truck. This tends to help, especially when in towns.
I love you.
Just trying to get through this real quick. That's all. I don't know why, it just seems... The truck seems to react slower when in the third person than when in the first person view. It's really strange. Yeah. Well, I bought my wife Diablo and she's played for a few days, but for some reason she's decided not to. Would be fun. I've been trying to find a game that not only me and her can play together, but My nephew can play as well because, well, he has his friends and what to play with, but he's often alone. Well, granted, he's not a kid. He's 18 years old, but still, he's often alone. Certain games that he likes to play, his friends don't, and Diablo's one of them. You know, I remember asking him about that. I wasn't sure which one to go on, but I asked him about that at one point. You know, I said, well, why doesn't your friends Garrett and Gunda join us? Gunda's not the real name, by the way, it's a nickname. I was like, oh, they would for like 30 minutes and then they go do something else because, you know, Diablo, once you get to a certain point, is nothing more than a gear grind. But that's kind of what makes it fun for people who like that sort of thing, yeah? And I actually do. I actually like trying to make my character as strong as possible. Find that next awesome piece of gear, you know? I really enjoy that. And I'm actually enjoying seasonal right now. But I'm only in normal, you know? I'm only in normal right now. I haven't up. There is no up difficulty at the moment. I'm just kind of breezing through it. I think I can get back inside now. The frame rate should be okay. Yeah, the truck just feels more responsive when you're inside than in the third person. And yes, I'm doing this on purpose. Just the response of the testing the response of the truck, and I don't know, it just seems like more nimble. You know, it's responding faster to my telling it to turn. It's really strange. These multiple exit things are really annoying. I can't begin to tell you how many times I've gotten lost going the wrong way on these things. Kind of hard there. Actually, I think this one it's impossible to get lost on because there's only one way you can go by the looks of it. But still, like you saw earlier, yeah? When I got lost on that last one and it rerouted me through that town. It's so easy to get lost, man. I was considering doing another Eve video, although this one would be nothing more than how I make my in-game money, my ISK, as it's called in-game. How I make my ISK and how I make as much of it as I do. Now, in no way, shape, or form do I make like a whole lot of ISK compared to many people in Eve. There are plenty of people in Eve that make a ton more than I do. But I do make quite a bit. You know, I can spend a lot of ISK and still have a lot of ISK. You know, the last shipment that came in, the last shipment that my corporation got, I bought 2 Stratios ships, which are expensive. They're fairly expensive exploration cruisers with you know, mostly T2 and some faction or not officer, but Dead Space fit. And I also bought a Harbinger Navy issue, an HNI as it's known, and it's done, you know, that I spent quite a bit bringing that in, plus I brought in a few other things, and at the same time I bought not a brand new, but I bought a Rattlesnake, a backup Rattlesnake to the one that I already have. In case I lose it, I have another big backup battleship that I use for my ratting. So I have that as well. Now the Rattlesnake, everything that I purchased costs about two-ish billion. Hon, can you bring him in, please?
He's working it.
I know, but he's on the stairs.
Pain in the ass.
Hey.
He is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but he's a lovable pain in the ass.
Still a pain in the ass.
But he's a lovable pain in the
He's
ass.
a pain in my ass, and it isn't lovable right now.
Don't be mean. As I was saying, the two Stratios, the H&I, and then I bought the Rattlesnake. And then I had to refit the Rattlesnake in order to bring it up to the tank standards of my other one. The other guy had it fit fairly well. He had some nice modules on it, but it wasn't where I wanted it to, where it would stand up to what I wanted it to. So I had to go out and buy the expensive module, which is about 600 mil now. It's actually come down in price. It was almost 800. It's down to 600, so it came down 200 million. So 600 mil for that, plus a couple other things for it. So all in all, I spent close to 3 billion ISK in just 2 days. And before I did that, and before I sent the stuff that I had out to sell, I had about 24 billion. And by the time everything was said and done, I was sitting at 22.5 billion. Yeah? So I spent 3 billion and I only lost about 1.5 billion in my liquid assets. That's pretty good. What I sent to have sold in Jita helped make up the balance of what I had lost. So it was pretty cool. It's gonna stop raining at least. Whoa, where are you going? That you came to a stop like that. I don't know if I'm gonna double post today or not. To be honest with you, probably not, but I will try and get a double post video up sometime this week. Hopefully to make up for the day that I missed. It's more common that I post 4 videos than 5, but I like to try and post 5. Just get that, kind of like weekly thing in. There are other people, man. I mean, they have, like Twitch. They have their Twitch income, plus they have their YouTube income, and plus they have other income. They have all sorts of money. I guess they can get all kinds of different computers with and whatnot, but people like BizSnap and Amaz and Northern Lion, they put up all these multiple videos. Although I suppose having a high-speed internet helps as well. I mean, yeah, I have high speed, but it's the bottom end of what you would call high speed. It's supposed to be, and this isn't their fault. I'm supposed to be getting 15 down and 3 up, which would be fabulous for me. Because with 3 up, I could actually stream consistently in about 720p. But sadly, I can't, because I only get about half that. I get about 1.4 to 1.5 up. But it has nothing to do with the service. I'm just located far away from the base, number one, and where I live is copper wired and not fiber optic. So that's, that hinders it really, really badly. I live in a neighborhood that just went up, not too many years ago. And I don't know if they'll ever actually put fiber optic in here. Probably not. I don't see why they would. But, I can get online, I can play my games, I can download things in a reasonable speed for me. I just wish I could upload faster. If I could upload faster, I'd probably record more videos, I really would. I think that's the thing that stops me, is because I leave my computer on overnight to upload. And I don't like doing that. Well, it's not like a horrible thing, but it irks me a little bit. There was one time I uploaded a video from a friend's house, and what would have taken me about an hour, at his place, because he has 5 up, took like 10 minutes, if that. 5 minutes, I don't know. It was like stupidly short. And this was a while ago when my videos were much larger, when they rendered much larger than what they do now. I give Fraps credit in the fact that it's recording in much smaller batches, much smaller files than it used to. It used to be that you would have 300, 400, 500, not megabytes. You'd have gigabytes. You'd have like 200, 300, 400 gigabytes worth of information in a fairly long recording. And now a full recording is just about 70 to 80. So it's a significant improvement, but still. And then when I render it down, it renders really small thanks to Camtasia. I haven't been able to figure out how to do the same thing on Sony Vegas. So that's why I use Camtasia to render, because with Camtasia I can render the file even smaller. And I can render it to where it takes me just, very rarely does it take me more than an hour to upload a video. The other reason I tend to upload and leave my computer on overnight is, again, my nephew. My nephew's on my network, and when I upload, it slows things down, and I don't want to do that to him. I don't want him to have to deal with it, so I upload late, usually about when he's going to bed, or when he won't mind going to bed, because he's a night owl as well. We are making some serious progress right now. We truly are. We are just humming it. Matter of fact, I may want to pull over early and just cut the video there. How much time do we have? Oh, we still get freaking 2 days almost. Yeah, I could easily pull over for another rest. Not quite yet, though. I want to go a little bit further. So not this rest stop, but I think on the next rest stop, I'm just going to pull over and rest. Like to go with the horns once in a while. Unlike me, though, I haven't actually used my high beams at all in this run. Usually I like high beaming it up as much as possible. Okay, this rest spot doesn't count either. It's still not quite what I'm looking for. More toll booths. Forgive me for falling back on this, but the amount of toll booths in this game is too damn high. It is nice to get out here and just enjoy this driving. It's still extremely relaxing. There's so many simulator games out there, man. Apparently, Eastern Europe is big on simulators, you know. And Euro Truck just gets kind of caught on in America, but Farm Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, flight simulators, ship simulators, all kinds of things. Really, really caught on. Oh yeah, this would be a really good... I'm glad I didn't pull over earlier because we have a ferry. The ferry would be the perfect spot to end this video. I forgot, we are going over to England, to Britain. You know, I wonder if there's a preference. You know, when most people here in the United States refer to well, England. We say England, but I hear a lot of people, you know, when I watch like losing my train of thought here for a minute, and I'm about to turn the wrong way. I hear a lot of people refer to, you know, when I watch Top Gear and all that, I don't hear English cars in England, I hear Britain and British cars. I wonder if that's the preferred / proper way. I guess we can go down here, it looks like. No? Yes, maybe. One of these. Hello, trailer. I kind of forgot about you. Strange. I honestly thought I had it cleared. Oh, come on. We're just gonna bull this past. Scrape. Right, we are here. And I said ferry, and I was wrong. This is more than a ferry. I guess we're going, here. Yeah. Alright, let's go. 300 euros. Alright. So, that's going to be me done for this episode, folks. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, this is going to be One Big Bugger. I'm going to be signing out. And I'll see you then.